Hi, I'm Ben from Crown the Empire, and we're with Rock Forever magazine.
Hey guys, it's Toria from Rock Forever magazine, and I am here right now with Ben from Crown the Empire.
Hi.
How's it going today?
Going really well. How about you?
Good, very good. You're
Awesome.
in Tampa tonight. I mean, have you been a tourist? Have you been checking out the city at all? Or?
A little bit. We walked around a little bit today. It's the best weather we've had on the tour so far.
Oh, yeah.
We were just in like 20, 25 degree weather up in Canada and that area, and it was freezing, so this has been really nice.
Well, I mean, at least you were prepared for the cold weather, because I've seen those Crown the Empire Christmas sweaters.
Man.
Those are epic.
They're pretty warm.
So
I love them.
That's the only bright side of the cold weather. You get to wear those.
I know, they're great.
No problem with that. Well, we're going to start to finish the sentence for you. Now, the best prank you ever witnessed was when?
Oh man. Well, on the used tour we did with the used a couple months back, for their prank on us while we were on stage, they threw a ton of ping pong balls over the top, like all over the stage. They took apart our entire drum kit, and then they put our scrims in front of us so no one could see us on the stage for our last song.
That's insane.
That was definitely one of my favorite pranks that I've been a part of.
Really elaborate too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
They really thought it through. It was crazy. And for the first band, we brought there was 3 full boxes of silly string, covered the entire stage, cleaned it up before the next band played.
You know, I feel like lately I haven't seen so many pranks at the end of the tour, so it's good that they are still keeping it alive.
Yeah,
very much so.
We always have to. It's just part of the tradition of touring. So.
Have you planned anything for the end of this tour? It's coming soon.
Not yet, but we will for sure.
Okay, can't wait to see some videos of that soon.
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
And now if you could take over anybody's Twitter for a day, it would be?
Personally, it would be Pete Wentz's Twitter. Definitely inspiration of mine.
Good. And that's the first time I've heard that answer too, surprisingly. So what kind of stuff would you post on his Twitter?
I don't know. It's crazy. I've been a big fan of him for a long time, and I don't know, I'd kind of like to see how his fans, what they would say back to him. I think I'd be more interested in that.
Something tells me it would be a lot of creepy tweets and stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably just skim through those and look at the ones that actually have some stuff.
And maybe be like, hey, Crown the Empire's awesome.
Oh yeah,
that's not a bad shout out.
My band on there.
And now the first concert you ever went to was?
One of the first concerts I ever went to was Reliant K Owl City concert.
Oh, that's a good
It was
one.
right before Owl City blew up, and they were direct support to Reliant K. It was amazing. Definitely one of the best shows I've ever been to.
Awesome first concert. Usually it's something a little more embarrassing or not too exciting, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
And now the most random song on your iPod or music playing device is?
I would have to say probably a couple of Miley Cyrus's new songs.
Yes!
I'm a big fan. She's been killing it, and I love her new songs.
Of, the music video?
I think she's smart. I think she's doing really well for herself. It's pretty elaborate and crazy and a little controversial, but I mean, she's doing her thing. She's doing well, so I can't hate on that.
Very true. And if you hear that in the background, it's a train. That it's a train. And now last one. Now your favorite YouTube. I'm sorry. That's just.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Now your favorite YouTube video is?
Oh man, favorite YouTube video. I'm a big fan of those fail compilations.
Oh, like the one after another of just terrible videos.
The ones that come out every year. I always find the next one. I'm waiting for the 2014 one, and they're just hilarious. Yeah, those probably are some of my favorites.
Yeah, it's definitely a YouTube classic, all those fail videos.
Absolutely.
And now you guys are planning on re-releasing The Fallout, right? Yes? Is that
the plan? We're planning on releasing Limitless and The Fallout together as a package. And
awesome.
The Fallout is exactly the way it was before, but Limitless has been completely re-recorded with Dave screaming on all the parts, because the previous album, Andy screamed everything. We have some new instrumental parts. The production's all different. Everything's completely different, re-recorded, same songs, same band album you still loved, but just redone, sounds better, just more modern, up to date. We kind of got to reconstruct the entire thing, so it was really fun for all of us.
That
and
is
it's
so
got
exciting.
some surprises on there for you guys.
And that's a fan favorite, that EP. So it's gonna be really cool to hear a new version of it with all of the current members.
For everybody to hear.
Yeah. Now, what made you guys want to re-release this EP all over again?
I think the main reason, Tori, that we wanted to re-release the EP is because we have another vocalist now, and we wanted to put him on there and show everybody what he's got. Honestly, I'm so happy with how it turned out. Dave ended up tracking the entire thing in one day. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. By the end, his voice was totally fine. Absolutely killed it. Sounds amazing. I was so impressed with him, so I can't wait for you guys to hear it and see what you think.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys having to revisit these songs that have been out for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Did your perspective of any particular songs change now?
Well, personally, I wasn't a part of the band while they were writing that EP, so I got to, since I was a big part of the Fallout, or a good part of it, I decided to rewrite a couple of the instrumental parts. We did a couple different things with the vocals, change it up just a little bit, not enough that it's gonna bother you, but enough to where it's kind of fun and you guys will hear some new things that we're doing.
I don't know if you guys could do anything that would bother your fans, though. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But there's one song on the Fallout that I really love called Evidence.
Okay.
What's the inspiration behind that song and the lyrics?
Evidence was really like, I don't know, we had been getting some tension from some other bands at the time, and I think a lot of it was kind of just, we wanted to let that out in that song. That's kind of what it was for us. And just to show that, hating other people and or I guess just being happy for other people's success, being humble about that is just the wrong way to go about just, being in a group of different people, it just doesn't work that way. You can't thrive, and everybody can be successful at the same time instead of people, hating on each other.
Yeah,
so that was really the inspiration behind that song. We took a really orchestral vibe to it. I loved writing that one. It was definitely one of my favorites. So.
It's cool that you guys are using your music to vent, it's not just some silly, useless music, you're using it in your real life, writing about real things.
Yeah, and personally for me, music is all about emotion. For our next record even, I'm trying to really bring back an emotional feel. So you really feel and you honestly can just feel, I guess feel is the best word for it.
Feel.
You can feel it through, everything. You get those goosebumps, that's the feeling I'm trying to bring out when, we're writing a song and showing it to our fans.
Yeah, so speaking of a new album, on to my next question. What do you know? So can you give us any details yet? I know you guys are kind of in the writing process, right?
We are at the moment. There's not much I can tell you. We are going into the studio soon.
Okay.
The album is being written at the moment. All of the ideas and the whole story behind the album is still being worked out at the moment. Can't really talk about it, but we are so excited to release it when we're going to release it. And that's about all I can say. So.
Yeah, so 2014, is that what we're talking? Just early summer time? What are we thinking?
It might be more mid 2014, but we haven't completely figured out when yet. So
Well, take your time, so it's a good album. Don't rush it, of course. But do you think it's going to follow a similar storyline to the Fallout, with this post-apocalyptic thing going on? Or?
I think there's definitely going to be some reoccurring themes in the next album, absolutely. I don't know how much yet. I can't really say because we haven't figured it all out yet, but definitely there will be some reoccurring themes in the new album.
You're smooth, because I'm trying to get these details out of you, but we can't say yet. So I'm not getting too much this time.
As much as I can without spoiling it. So.
And there are so many dedicated fans for Crown the Empire, but there are some people who might not quite understand the band too well yet. Mm-hmm. So what do you think is the biggest misconception about Crown the Empire that you'd like to clear up right now?
Probably that screaming is angry. Our lyrics and our whole feel as a band is really it's almost self-appreciation, kind of being able to do things on your own, not relying on certain things. It's just a positive message that we're trying to portray. We're not mad or angry. It's just we're emotionally pouring ourselves out into these songs, and that's about it. Just like any other artist, or a lot of them,
Yeah, I mean you're happy guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing
We're a bunch of dudes who love playing music, and sometimes we get emotional and then we have to write a song about it. So
yeah, and I mean, for anybody who hasn't seen your live show, you put on one of the craziest shows I've ever seen. So much energy. I don't even know where it comes from. What are your pre-show rituals? How do you get amped up?
Thank you so much for the compliment, by the way. We really pride ourselves in our live show. It's definitely one of the things that we've worked really hard on. Tried to make it as energetic and fun as possible to the fans, because that's what a live show should be. Kids should be having fun out there, just going as crazy as they can, letting loose for a night. For a lot of people, it's an escape. Music is an escape.
Absolutely.
So being able to just go as crazy as you want and not worry about anybody judging you for it is really what we love. And so we go just as crazy, so everyone feels comfortable with doing it as well.
I mean, it was so unexpected when you guys came on stage. I didn't even know what it hit me. It was crazy. And you know what's cool is that it rubs off on the fans too. You can see it in the crowd.
I love it. I love seeing the reaction with the crowd. And okay, so pre-show ritual wise, we have a chant we do every night. We heat it up, and then we do it for Tupac every night, which some fans have caught on to already.
Okay.
So they've made shirts and done their whole thing. It's just kind of, actually, I'll tell you the story behind it if you want to know.
I do want to know.
I was asleep in a hotel room one night, and I had no idea I slept talk, but apparently I do.
Oh,
and in the middle of the night, I just said, "Let's do it for Tupac" in my sleep. And I could not, I had no idea it happened. The guys all just were dying laughing. They woke me up and told me, and from then on we've been doing our pre-show, ritual to that ever since.
No idea where that came from, huh? It was just like.
So you can tell we're kind of a goofy group of guys. We just like having fun and goofing
That's
around,
amazing.
So, yeah.
And you're a relatively new band. You've been around for like 2 years now, I believe.
About
yes.
2 years, yeah.
And you already had the opportunity to tour with the Used, like you said. You just finished up a tour with Asking Alexandria not so long ago. I mean, Warped Tour, and it's all happened so fast. So what has been the best advice that you've received from a fellow musician?
Oh man, best advice. I mean, from a couple of the bands we toured with, they just said keep doing what you're doing, and that to me has been like unreal. Like the Used is a direct influence to our band's music, and to have them be like, wow, you guys really impressed us with that show, or some of the things they've said to us, just touring with them. We're friends now. Have been amazing. Like it's just I can't express how incredible it is to have someone you look up to that much be like, you guys are doing well. I like what you're doing. So.
And you really have come a long way. So where do you guys visualize Crown the Empire in 5 years' time?
Well, personally, for all of us, I mean, we want to take this as far as we possibly can. Who knows what's going to happen in the next couple of years, but we're going to give it everything we have, to be the biggest we possibly can. And that's just, what we want to do.
Yeah.
Just to kind of cut it off right there.
Yeah. And now thinking about what's happening right now, you're on tour with Icy Stars and The Word Alive, along with some other great bands as well. And it seems like you guys are getting along pretty well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
The Word Alive and Icy Stars guys, Dayshell, Palisades,
Yes.
They've all been amazing on this tour. It's been incredible. They're all really good friends of ours. We toured with them previously on other tours, and it's been an awesome tour. Lots of friends, hanging out, just great. Awesome
cool.
vibes. Yeah.
So what has been your favorite memory of the tour so far? It's winding down now, so what has been the highlight for you?
Man, honestly, the highlight for me is watching all of the bands that we've been touring with just kill it every night. Every band's doing so well, having an awesome time. Everyone's really happy with how everyone's working together on the tour, just helping each other out and doing whatever we can to make things easier for each other. It's just been a really great situation on this tour.
It's cool to see you guys so supportive of each other too.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I mean, everybody's here for the same reason. We all love playing music and just want to get as big as we can. So, we want to help everybody do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. And now a lot of Rock Forever viewers were very excited when they found out we were doing this interview. So we got a fan question here from Haley asking if you could bring back one 90s show, which one would it be and why?
Well, all right, so this is for Taddy actually. He loves Boy Meets World.
Oh my gosh,
that is definitely one of his favorites.
And it's actually coming back.
I know, The Girl Meets World. I'm actually really excited for it. And I need to go back and rewatch some of the Boys Meets World stuff. It's a great show. Definitely some of the guys in the band's favorites, so I'd have to say that.
My favorite too, so I'd agree with that answer. Good choice.
Awesome.
And what are your plans for right after this tour? What's coming up for Crown the Empire right after this?
Right after this, we head to Australia for Australia Warped Tour, and then we have some time off to go see our families around Christmas time.
Yeah, you guys have been hustling, so much well-deserved time off. So
Thank
awesome.
you very much. I'm really excited.
And anybody who wants to follow you guys on Twitter and Facebook and find your music online, where can they go?
Absolutely. Facebook.com/CrownTheEmpire, Twitter.com/CrownTheEmpire, Instagram.com/CrownTheEmpire. You can find all of us there. All of our personal Twitters and our social media sites are on those sites as well. So feel free and check us out and let us know what you think.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It has been awesome talking to you.
You're very welcome, Toria.
And everybody watching, make sure you check out Crown the Empire if you haven't already. You could get their album, The Fallout, on iTunes right now, and get ready for that re-release coming very soon.
Awesome.
And also subscribe to our channel for more interviews, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Bye.